On June 28, 1914, Austria's Archduke Francis Ferdinand was shot by a member of the Black Hand, a Serbian nationalist group named Gavrilo Princip. A furious Austria declared war on Serbia for killing their leader. Everyone in Europe had alliances with each other, and so Russia declared war on Austria. Germany joined Austria-Hungary and declared war on Russia. France joined Serbia and Russia and declared war on Germany and Austria-Hungary. And Britain agreed to join France and Russia to fight against Austria and its allies. World War I marked the start for many technological advances in warfare. Pilotless drones, machine guns, tanks, and poison gas were some of the weapons that were used to fight in World War I. In this reenactment of World War I, we see both sides attacking each other with tree branches. We then see one side throw a rock and the other starts attacking with a butter knife. We then see technology improving as both sides start fighting with guns and chasing each other until one's dead. Although World War I was a horrible event, it did create new and improved weapons. On the Western Front, the war was fought in trenches. Trenches were long, narrow ditches dug into the ground where soldiers fought and lived all day and night. In the middle was no man's land because it belonged to neither army. Soldiers crossed no man's land when they wanted to attack the other side. This type of fighting was called trench warfare. In this demonstration of soldiers' lives in the trenches during World War I, you can see that soldiers were close together and uncomfortable. The trenches were very muddy, smelly, and hot. There were many dead bodies buried nearby, and the toilets sometimes overflowed into the trenches. Millions of rats infested the trenches, and some grew as big as cats. There was also a big problem with lice that tormented the soldiers on a daily basis. Overall, life in the trenches was a horrible one. On May 7, 1915, a German submarine sank the passenger liner Lusitania. The ship carried 1,098 people, which of whom 128 of them were Americans. The sinking of Lusitania was one of the main events that prompted the United States to formally enter World War I on April 6, 1917. On June 28, 1919, exactly 5 years after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the Treaty of Versailles was signed. The Treaty of Versailles was one of the peace treaties at the end of World War I. It ended the state of war between Germany and the Allied powers. Some of the countries present were the United States, Great Britain, Germany, and France. In this reenactment of the signing of the Treaty of Versailles in the Hall of Mirrors, we can see the United States explaining subsections of the peace treaty. One important section was the Guilt War Clause. The Guilt War Clause stated that Germany was responsible for the beginning of World War I. All blame was solely placed on Germany, and that it had to pay for the damage the war caused to the Allies. Germany agreed to sign the Treaty of Versailles, but it was absolutely not happy with the Guilt War Clause. Germany was forced to pay reparations that were intended for reconstruction and compensation for the Allies. Obviously, Germany was left with a huge debt. After 4 long years of fighting, World War I was officially over. But happiness would not last long, as World War II was right around the corner.